Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different today. Just talk about some money saving tips that I do myself on a day to day basis. I thought times are tough at the moment, so worldwide. So why not want to share some tips with you guys and just share them. So I guess my first one I would say is thrift shopping. Thrift shopping is one of the which is op shopping, is basically, it's really, look, I'd say it's one of the best because you can really save a lot of money on this. You go out and try to buy a jacket for $200, $300. It adds up pretty quick. So look, for guys it is a little bit harder, but for women it's much easier. But definitely, you still can get some really good quality brand names out there if you look. Go locally to your thrift stores, op shops, and have a look and see what you can find. You'd be quite surprised with some of the quality you'll get out there, and the amount of money you can save is a lot. So definitely, that's one of a really good tip you should follow. Next one would be local holidaying. This is a good one because I know everyone enjoys their overseas holidays, but the thing about that, we've seen year after year, plane flight tickets have gone up to 20, 30%, if not 40% more in some of these tickets to these destinations. So, I always tell people, if you can travel locally, do it. Wherever you are, try to look around, travel even 2, 3, 4 hours away. You'll be surprised what you'll see and what you'll find in your area. Some really nice places. Even if you go interstate, you get some really nice places, and you can save thousands of dollars. Most cases you can. So definitely look at traveling locally where possible. And if you are going to do a yearly trip, you can do one yearly trip overseas, but try to reduce it. Maybe even 2, 3 years if you're going to go overseas, and just do local trips in between, and just be more frugal with the money and accommodation where you stay. Next one would be cutting Uber costs. When I say Uber costs, I mean food delivery services, so Uber Eats. That would be eating out also. So anything you get delivered at home, try to really cook yourself. Don't go out too much, because right now the prices are just through the roof. You go out to get a main course meal, and it's $25 onwards, or $35, $40, some of the meals I've seen. So wherever you possibly can, just buy your ingredients yourself, go home, make it, make your dinner yourself. It's so much more cheaper, so much more even quicker too, and you save so much money. You'd be surprised. And honestly, when these food services, you order, they come to your house, the food's all sloppy. It's cold, it's sloppy. How many times are you really happy with it? I would say not many times. Number 4, this one's going to be different, but this is cars. So basically, when if you're out in the market buying cars, which we all at one stage in our lives will, myself, I have a Toyota Kluger here in Australia, overseas model. It's a Toyota Highlander. But here we have 3 variants of this car, where you have the Toyota Kluger GX and GXL, and then you got the Grande or Grand model. Myself, I have the GX, which is the base model. And I see a lot of friends that I know, family, they always go and try to buy the, mid-spec or the high-end spec, because it's always about, well, I want the sunroof, I want the leather. It's features that you're really never going to use. You don't really need them. Let's be honest. You just need a car that gets from A to B. And not many people actually talk about safety features, security features. So my car, base model as it is, it has all the features as the mid-spec or top of the range has, basically, bar the 3D camera, which I really don't need. It's got a reverse camera. That's more than enough. I don't really need leather seats and a sunroof, which down the track is probably going to break anyway. The seats will crack. During summer, they get hot. I just go out myself and I just buy the fake leather seats. They're $40, and I just put them at the back, at the front. It does the job. Any spills of food, you can just wipe it off. I don't have to worry about real leather and maintaining it. Number 5 tip is limit grocery runs. What I mean by that is, basically, when you go to the grocery store, go in there with an agenda of what you want to buy. So if you go in there clueless, you walk out of there and you've spent another $50, $100 extra, which you probably didn't need to. You walk out of there with soft drinks and chips that you probably don't need. So make a list You've probably heard this one before, and go in there and follow your list strictly. Go in and get out and leave, and that's it. The longer you stay in there, the more you spend unnecessarily. You don't really need to. The next one, tip number 6, is fuel apps and vouchers. So this one saves me, I reckon, a good $200 to $300 a year at least. So basically what this is, look around, your insurance companies, the food stores, I'll give you these vouchers, fuel vouchers, and basically you save like 4 cents, 6 cents off for fuel. But one of the apps I use is I think it's called Petrol Spy. And this app here basically shows you when the petrol fluctuates. So when it goes high and then when it's going to come back down again, and it gives you notifications. And it's so handy because when petrol's at the lowest, you go out and you can fill it up. And then it starts to warn you, like it will say, petrol's starting to go up in your area, be prepared. So basically you can go out, quickly fill up before it goes up again. And like this, you can manage your fuel consumption and how much you fill up and when to fill up, most importantly. So you can save a couple of bucks here and there. Number 7 is, one of the main common ones is the subscription purge. So basically we all get into this trap where we all start getting Spotify, YouTube, Netflix. And what I say is, what I've done myself in 2025 is I've done this purge of subscription. So basically I got rid of Netflix. I really wasn't watching it anymore. I wasn't utilizing it like what I used to at the beginning. And I was paying, I think it had gone up to like $18, $19 a month. So I canceled that. I said, I'm not paying this anymore. That's enough. To watch 2 shows a year, it's really not worth it. And also like Microsoft Office, I was paying, I think it was like $140, $150. It had gone up. It's a yearly subscription. I canceled it. I can use free Office. At work, we've got Office. I can do my documents there. So just keep in mind, there are little alternatives you can look online for if you need to edit documents as such. But, like Spotify, I just use the free YouTube version. I've got music on there. Like I can just go a little file. I save all my music I want. I don't really need to pay, whatever it is, $10 a month for music. I can listen to it on YouTube Music. Yeah, there's ads. That's all right. I'll put up with the ads. That's fine. But I get to listen to free music. Number 8 is DIY house maintenance. Okay, so what I mean by this one is things you can do at home yourself. So like drywalling, painting, little small maintenance jobs like this. You call a tradie out, they're going to charge you, $100 to $150 just for a call out. They come out, they'll give you a quote. And then to do like small little renovations, it's upwards of like, it could be $1,000, $2,000 just for minor things. Go on YouTube, which I started doing the last couple of years, and just watching some of these videos, change a tap, drywalling, painting, and it teaches you step by step what to do. Plus, you got AI also that can help you. I don't recommend doing plumbing and anything electrical, unless you want to die, but you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. You need a proper professional electrician, a plumber, to help in that. I understand, sensors, unless you're a bit more technical, but for some of these more basic jobs that you can do yourself around the house, you're going to save hundreds, if not thousands. Do it yourself. I did my own blinds around the house. I went to a local hardware store, measured up my windows, bought them, and I paid about $1,000 to do the whole house, and they quoted me at about $5,000 to do the whole house if I had gone with a company. So I saved a fair bit of money. So it's definitely a good tip to look into. Number 9 is homemade cleaning products. Okay, again, I used to be a sucker for this, where I'd go to the shops and spend so much money on all these products to clean the kitchen benchtop, the floor, the windows, the oven. To be honest, you don't really need it. You got your home basics: vinegar, bicarb. This stuff is going to clean and do the job. It's going to clean your toilet. It's going to clean your bathroom, your sinks, everything, your flooring. When I clean the floors around the house, I put vinegar, a bit of eucalyptus oil, peppermint, and it's done. There you go. And I can clean the whole house. Toilet, you can put vinegar down there. Bathrooms, wipe down the vinegar. Oven, vinegar. It smells nicer. It's eco-friendly. You don't have to worry about chemicals, breathing it in all day. And it's much cheaper. Liters or gallons of vinegar is so much more cheaper than going out buying the more expensive stuff. So definitely look at that as a solution to save some money. Number 10 is, this is one of my main ones that I do on a day-to-day basis, is basically flipping items at house you've got in your house and selling items. So basically just clothing is one of the big things. everyone in their house will have items that they can flip. Okay, they can sell at a profit, or they can even break even and they can sell. Go through your wardrobe, how much clothes you don't wear anymore, how much jeans and jackets and jumpers you don't wear anymore, shoes that you wore once that you're never going to wear again. Pull them all out, take photos, throw them up on eBay. Start putting them on eBay, make an account, put them on eBay, put them up. If you don't want to pay, put them on Facebook Marketplace. You'll be very surprised how much money you make. Just that alone, I make a year on average between $4,000 to $7,000 just by flipping things around the house. It's not groundbreaking. I'm not going to become a millionaire, but that money does help towards bills. Okay, especially during a crisis, a cost of living crisis, it helps. Okay, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. I mean, and I'm not even selling that much. Most people have a lot of items in their house, so that's a really good side hustle to do now in 2026, and just flip things. You don't have to make it a full-time job, but just on the side. Just when you come home from work, post a few items, sell them. You'll be surprised how much money you'll make. So these are just a couple of tips I just wanted to go through, just for 2026, people could start looking at to save some money and put your money elsewhere. Obviously, there's others where invest. Definitely, you should be investing your money somewhere, whether it's in the bank, high interest rate, or in a share market. But I just wanted to just go through a couple of tips that I do. These are my tips I do myself on an everyday basis. I'm interested in what others do, so just comment down below. Let me know what else you do, and I hope you all find value from this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these kind of videos. I usually do a lot of gaming videos, so I'm just doing YouTube shorts and stuff. I will be doing some more live streaming eventually, but for now I just want to do something a little bit different. If you liked it, share the video also, and I'll catch you on the next one.